Good morning and welcome to this week's very special press conference. It's because of military veterans that we enjoy our freedoms here in Erie, our state, and our nation. Today, we are featuring a salute to Veterans Day events and veterans resources available right here in the city and county of Erie. 103 years ago, on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the world laid down its arms in accordance with an armistice formally ending World War I. Armistice Day was first celebrated in 1919 and formally changed to Veterans Day in 1954. Veterans Day is the public holiday held on the anniversary of the end of World War I to honor United States veterans and victims of all wars. This holiday honors America's veterans for their patriotism, their love of country, and their willingness to serve and sacrifice for the common good. Today, we will present resources and events that are happening in Erie so our residents and visitors to Erie can participate in these events. First, we will hear from Chanel M. Cook, Public Affairs Officer, United States Department of Veterans Affairs. Chanel will talk about the upcoming parade this Saturday, November 5th, and highlight the many services our local Department of Veterans Affairs offers right here in Erie. Second, we will hear from Dana Fox, Veteran Service Navigator from the Erie Veterans Leadership Program. Dana will fill us in on their Stand Down event Saturday, November 5th, 2022, from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. That'll be at the Masonic Temple. Third, Joe Benucci, Erie's County Department Veterans Affairs Director, who has a unique project called Operation Green Light, will speak about the many services the Erie County Veterans Office can help veterans with. Chanel will now begin presentations. Chanel, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Mayor. Good morning, everyone. It's my pleasure to ask the whole community, including veterans, family members, caregivers, if you live in and around Northwest Pennsylvania, please join us for the annual Veterans Day Parade on Saturday. That's this Saturday, November 5th at 9:30 a.m. Again, everyone is welcome to come on out, show your support as we pay tribute to our veterans. Let's salute them from the sidelines, or you can still march in the parade if you'd like to. The parade kicks off on the corner of 26th and State Streets and will head south on State, ending at the Erie VA Medical Center. So all veteran supporters are welcome to register and march in the parade, and you do not have to be a veteran or a veteran-related organization to march. You can register for the parade by calling our coordinator, Barb Hudak, at 207-217-1308. So again, please help us line the streets and cheer on our veterans. This parade is truly an opportunity for the region to exhibit its appreciation for those who served our country. And although the parade is an excellent way to honor our heroes, we also have a project called Hall of Heroes at our VA facility that proudly displays the memories of our hometown and regional heroes. Their memories line the first floor hallway, serving as a reminder that we are here to serve those who served. And we at the Erie VA are committed to ensuring, promoting, and including diverse images in the Hall of Heroes. So for more details and to donate your photos, please contact Voluntary Services at 814-860-2024. And you know, long after the fanfare of the parade ends and we are no longer marching in the streets and passing out candy, we ask that you listen to a veteran's story, share a meal, extend a handshake, or give a hug to honor their service and their sacrifice to our nation. It's our charge to honor veterans every day. We are charged with honoring America's promises and commitments to veterans and their families. So at the Erie VA, we work daily to improve the lives of veterans by providing world-class care. So our core sectors include primary care, specialty care, behavioral health, and long-term care. And one good thing to know is that we are recognized nationally as one of the top performing medical centers in the delivery of compassionate, high-quality health care to more than 22,000 veterans throughout Northwest PA, Northeast Ohio, and Southwest New York. So how do we do this? We have an integrated service delivery model that includes connected care, cardiology care, oncology, rheumatology, and neurology. And a lot of that's done through telehealth services. We have been selected to lead the way as a pilot site for many Veterans Health Administration programs and initiatives. And those include, but are not limited to, our Whole Health and Wellness program, serving as a high reliability organization, and providing a service through Atlas Telehealth. So what does this all mean? It means to veterans and their families and their caregivers that we are prioritizing increasing access to care, safety, accountability, and delivering that exceptional care. In addition to that, we empower veterans and staff at every level. So as I've said, we're proud to consistently lead the way in these ever-evolving times, and we thank our veterans and our staff for choosing VA. Lastly, what I'd like to say, with this in mind, we encourage all veterans and affected survivors to get the care and the benefits that you've earned and deserved. This year, the PACT Act was signed into law, and it stands for the Promise to Address Comprehensive Toxics Act. It's the law that calls for one of the largest expansions of VA healthcare and benefits to veterans exposed to burn pits and other toxic substances. It expands and extends eligibility for veterans with those toxic exposures, so it includes veterans from the Vietnam era, Gulf War era, and post 9/11, and also expands eligibility for those who were exposed to any toxic substance. Veterans and their survivors should file claims immediately for all expanded presumptions that are outlined in the PACT Act. Some of these presumptions include multiple kinds of cancer, chronic rhinitis, sinusitis, COPD, and high blood pressure. So if you were previously denied, please file a supplemental claim with your VSO, a DAV, or your county veterans service office. That means you can visit Joe Bonacci. You can also contact our eligibility and enrollment office at 814-860-2970 or visit us Monday through Friday from 8 o'clock until 4:30 p.m. To learn more about this expansion, please visit www.va.gov/PACT. That's PACT. Again, thank you to all who served and who continue to serve. And next, I'd like to introduce Dana Fox. Dana, it's your turn.
Thank you, Chanel. With the Veterans Day Parade taking place on Saturday, November 5th, VLP will be hosting our very first stand-down event to be held from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. at the Masonic Temple, located at 32 West 8th Street. We'll have free parking available. Bus passes will also be available at the parade for any veteran who is in need of transportation assistance. The Erie Stand-Down event is a veteran-specific resource fair that provides free services such as haircuts, basic needs items, information, and much, much more. There will be over 20 veteran providers in attendance, ranging in services from housing, employment, and healthcare to education. A complimentary lunch will be provided to all in attendance. VLP hopes for a great turnout in support of the Erie veteran community. Any questions, please call 814-857-8387, extension 400. You could also visit our website at veteransleadershipprogram.com. I'd like to introduce Joe Bonacci from Erie County Veterans Affairs.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, Mayor Schember, and everybody for watching today. America's counties have a long and proud history of serving our nation's veterans, a legacy that continues to this day as we work with our federal, state, and local partners to ensure that former service members in our communities have access to the resources they need to thrive. This coming Veterans Day, I invite everyone to join us in honoring Erie County's service members by participating in Operation Greenlight for Veterans. Led by the National Association of Counties and the National Association of County Veteran Service Officers, Operation Greenlight for Veterans is an effort by America's over 3,000 counties, parishes, and boroughs to show support for veterans by shining a green light from November 7th to November 13th. In addition to lighting city and county buildings, residents and businesses are encouraged to participate by simply changing one light bulb to green. By shining a green light, we are expressing our profound gratitude for sacrifices and contributions our veterans and their families have made on and off the battlefield, and they will let veterans know that they are seen, appreciated, and supported. Now more than ever, our veterans need our support. In a time when our country is divided on many issues, we can all agree that those individuals who risked everything to protect our country and our way of life deserve our support and gratitude. I am honored that the City of Erie has joined us in this effort by illuminating green light bulbs in your City Erie buildings and offices between November 7th and the 13th. Operation Greenlight is also an opportunity to raise awareness of all the resources available to the veterans and their families. Here in Erie County, we are proud to serve approximately 18,000 veterans through the Erie County Veterans Affairs Office. We are a conduit to service and benefits for veterans and their families. We have accredited veteran service officers who can represent veterans on VA disability claims, service and non-service connected pensions, aid and attendance, and dependent and indemnity compensation. We also champion state benefits like the Real Estate Tax Exemption Program, the Veteran Temporary Assistance Grant, and the blind and paralyzed and amputee pensions. On a county level, we administer burial and headstone benefits, distribution of grave flags and medallions, and recording of the DD-214s, otherwise known as discharge papers. We are on the Veterans Treatment Court team, and we are very active in community veteran-based events and activities. And finally, we're just a general resource for veterans-based information and referrals. I would like to thank Mayor Schember for his ongoing commitment to our nation's veterans and for joining us in this honoring through Operation Greenlight this Veterans Day. I'd like to thank everyone for coming today and turn the mic back over to Mayor Schember.
Thank you very much, Joe, Dana, and Chanel. Those were great presentations. I really appreciate everything you're doing for our veterans. I will be at the Veterans Day Parade at Veterans Stadium this Saturday, November 5th at 9:30 a.m. I look forward to walking in that again. I encourage all residents to come out and support our veterans, as Chanel encouraged all of us to do. With the help of Public Works and Frank Stramilla, I also know that we are planning to participate in Operation Greenlight here at City Hall. I also look forward to the VLP stand-down event at the Masonic Temple from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. on Saturday. I encourage everyone to also come down to City Hall to see our incredible veterans display that our City Hall greeter, former City Councilwoman Kathy Schaaf, has put together. It's really worth looking at. The liberty and the freedoms we enjoy as a nation would not be possible without the service and sacrifice of our veterans of the United States Armed Forces. I'm very proud that both of my parents, my dad, Joe Schember, my mom, Helen Flatley Schember, both served in the Army during World War II. Veterans Day gives all of us the opportunity to honor all those who have served the United States Armed Forces, especially our family members. To close today's press conference, I want to remind residents that just down the road from us, that's at 506 East 3rd Street, is the Pennsylvania Soldiers and Sailors Home, which is a home for 135 veterans. Now, many of those veterans have been unable to see family or go outside the grounds since the pandemic first began. They have very limited public interaction. Frank Vibrel, who's the volunteer coordinator of the Soldiers and Sailors Home, has requested that those who are interested may write a message or donate to our local heroes. You can find more on how you can help our veterans at pa.gov/DMV/donate. I would also like to remind our veterans that many local establishments and chains give out discount meals, items, and services to veterans on Veterans Day. You can see the whole list of those at military.com/veterans-day. Finally, I want to say to all our veterans here in the Erie area a very special thank you for all you've done. We appreciate you and your sacrifices. The freedoms that we enjoy today are because of all of our veterans. That concludes this week's press conference. Until next week, please follow us on social media for the latest updates on everything happening here in the city of Erie. And everyone who spoke is now available for interviews. Thanks very much for being here.